The film begins as a voice describes to us the guidelines of his planet, which has a double gravity. The fact that they block the sky makes in such a world two planets so near one another. Individuals who live on the upper planet appear to be topsy-turvy for those on the lower planet. The standards of gravity apply to both the inhabitants of both the planets. Subsequently, they can't visit the other planet in light of the fact that the gravity of their own planet pulls them down. There are three major regulations. 1. All matters are pulled by just a single gravity. That is the gravity of their planet of beginning. 2. An article's weight can be balanced utilizing matter from the contrary world, called the backwards matter. Furthermore, 3. Following a couple of long periods of contact with reverse matter, the contact matter consumes. The upper world is known as the uptop, while the lower is called down beneath. The situation with the two universes are unfathomably unique. The uptop is profoundly evolved and rich, while the down beneath is immature and poor. The uptop extricates modest oil from down beneath and sells them power at an extremely excessive cost. They exploit down underneath's assets and thrive themselves. Individuals are completely denied to interact with any individual from the contrary planet. The quarrel of this regulation may be deserving of death or detainment. The main lawful contact individuals of two planets can have is in the Trans World Organization base camp. It is a high-rise joining the two universes. Individuals from the uptop visit down underneath for the travel industry and oddities like moving in the roof. Be that as it may, individuals from down underneath don't have such offices. The voice that portrays this is the voice of a young kid named Adam. Adam is an inhabitant of down beneath. His folks passed on quite a while back in a trans-world plant blast that obliterated portion of the city. So he lives in a shelter. His main relative is his distant Auntie Becky, who he visits on the ends of the week. Adam's just euphoria in life as planes and his auntie's flying flapjacks. At some point when he is at Becky's, she educates him concerning her mystery flying hotcakes recipe. Her mystery flying hotcakes recipe utilizes dust from pink honeybees. The pink honeybees gather their dust from the two universes, which must be tracked down in the Wise Mountain. She likewise shows him a book that composes of the mysteries of pink honeybees and vows to hand it down to Adam when he grows up. At some point, Becky sends Adam to gather the dust from the mountain. He portrays that the day changes his life until the end of time. He moves higher than he has at any point climbed and arrives at the top. From that point, he plainly sees the uptop. Adam has a paper plane in his grasp that he tosses to the uptop. It flies and terrains on the ground there. A wonderful young lady tracks down it. Adam gazes toward her. The two of them grin, and the rest is history, sliced to a couple of years after the fact. Adam has now developed into an attractive teen. He and the young lady Eden have been companions from that point forward. They have been meeting at a similar spot consistently since the last time. That day as well, Adam sits tight for Eden at the highest point of the mountain. They meet, and Adam utilizes the second law of gravity to bring Eden down to him. He attaches a top to her body and hauls her down. The two go around the forest with Adam holding Eden set up. However, unexpectedly, they hear shots. They hustle back to the ridge. As Adam is sending Eden back to up top, the watchmen shoot him. The rope slips from his hands and Eden hits her head on the ground on up top. He watches her lying unmoving on the ground as blood overflows from her head. In the meantime, the watchmen take Adam, separate him from Becky, and detain him. They likewise torch Becky's home, sliced to 10 years after the fact. Adam is presently a youthful grown-up working in a repairman shop with his chief, Albert. He is probing honeybee dust to make a repulsive force equation for against maturing face cream. Be that as it may, the equation just labors for a couple of moments. The gear expected to foster the equation further is just accessible up top. One day at work, he is astonished to see Eden on television. He hasn't seen her since the occurrence. It just so happens she works in Transworld. Adam is excited to see her alive. He then begins working at Transworld in light of the fact that they can furnish him with assets expected to finish the recipe of the face cream. Adam additionally plans to rejoin with his young life love there. On his most memorable day at work in the Transworld, Adam is captivated by the select work environment. The high-rise has a few stories. The floors with an or more image are for the workers up top, while the ones with a short are for representatives from down beneath. Adam works in floor 0, which is the center floor, and has representatives from the two planets. The top of the foundation advises him about the standards regarding the work environment. As indicated by him, Adam, being from down beneath, is lucky to have found a renowned line of work at Transworld. In conclusion, he illuminates Adam that assuming he takes any sort of opposite issue from up top, he will be terminated and imprisoned. Another specialist gives Adam a reverse matter and encourages him to keep it in the fridge so it doesn't consume. After work, Adam returns to Albert's, who is frantic at him for going to Transworld, asserting that individuals from up top are malevolent. Albert is frightened that Adam could wind up dead attempting to work for Transworld. However, after somewhat persuading from Adam, he consents to help him. In the meantime, Eden is in a self-improvement gathering where we get to realize that she has lost all her memory before the mishap. She doesn't recollect Adam by any means. One day at work, Adam asks his associate from up top named Sway to connect him with Eden. Weave concurs. That evening, Adam, Albert, and their companion Pablo are together. Pablo questions Adam, assuming that this is truly worth the effort. He fears that Eden would never again need to connect with Adam. However, Adam demands that it is worth the effort. The next day at work, he gives Bounce intriguing stamps from down beneath as a gift. He begins really buckling down all over cream. Following a couple of days, he presents the cream to the block from top. He applies it to a canine's face, after which its face is lifted. The load-up is intrigued and gives Adam additional opportunity to make the impact of the cream last longer. Adam works additional hours that day. After the workplace is unfilled, he jumps on an instrument and calls the up-top secretary from Bounce's telephone. He then, at that point, plans to meet Eden as Bounce. Later at Albert's shop, they make Adam a weighty suit made from Converse, make a difference to assist him with strolling on up top. In any case, in light of the third rule of gravity, the suit will begin to consume after he has been on up top for some time. The next day, Adam wears the suit in a confidential room at work and masks himself as an up-top representative. When he wears the suit and the shoes, their weight balances the heaviness of his body, making him ready to stroll on the roof. He then rapidly races to the floor Eden works in. He is happy to see her, yet she doesn't remember him. Her partner illuminates Adam regarding Eden's amnesia. Adam concocts a rationalization of him coming to see Eden, since his face cream could intrigue her. She takes a stab at telling things from his experience growing up in order to cause her to recall him, yet she simply giggles. Then his suit begins to consume. Adam races to the restroom and attempts to lessen the aggravation with water. At the point when he pees, it drops to the roof. The pee goes into the smoke alarm. All at once, an alert goes off, and Adam is pursued by authorities, however figures out how to take off. Soon thereafter, Pablo and Albert apply treatment to his consumes. Pablo is as yet wary of Eden. The following day at work, an alert goes off. The board then reports the name of a couple of workers to be terminated. Weave's name is likewise in the rundown. After everybody leaves, Weave and Adam have a visit. Adam feels frustrated about Weave. Prior to leaving, Weave gives him a case with his keycard and ID, so Adam can leave the Transworld working to enter the up-top region in the event that he needs to. Adam is distant from everyone else when he gets an approach Weave's telephone. It is Eden. She is amazed that Adam didn't return subsequent to leaving the earlier day and needs to meet him. Adam is elated and consents to meet her in an eatery. He goes to a confidential room and wears the suit again to camouflage as an up-top worker. Then, at that point, utilizing Sway's card, he leaves the Transworld building and enters the genuine up-top interestingly. As he glances around, he is stunned. Then, at that point, he goes to see Eden in the eatery. Adam attempts to cause her to recollect him, which makes Eden anxious. She is going to leave, yet Adam persuades her to remain. They talk for some time, after which Adam's shoes begin to consume. He needs to return to down beneath as quick as possible. The two emerge from the cafe and plan another date the following day. Adam's shoe gets on fire going, so he rushes to a close-by ocean and bounces on it. When his shoes tumble off, he is dropped onto down underneath and lands on another ocean. Adam at long last arrives at home, yet has a virus. That evening, Eden longs for Adam and her. She is beginning to restore her memory. The next day at work, Adam's face cream's equation is finished. He presents it to the board individuals in an amphitheater. An elderly person sits adjacent to Adam. He applies the cream to her face, and it is promptly lifted. The board individuals applaud him. All of a sudden, Eden enters the hall. She sees Adam and is astonished to see that he is from down beneath. She calls him Bounce before everybody, except Adam tells her she may be mixed up and that he is Adam. Befuddled, Eden takes off from that point. After the gathering is finished, Adam races to the up top in his suit. He goes running, looking for Eden. Notwithstanding, she leaves the structure before Adam can get her. Adam utilizes Bounce's card, yet it doesn't work this time as Sway has been terminated. Seeing that his cover is blown, Adam takes off as the gatekeeper pursues him. He figures out how to get away, yet doesn't have a best approach down beneath. Incapable to find Eden, he goes to Bounce's home to request help. Sway is amazed yet invites him earnestly. Adam sits on his roof. Thanks for watching this video. Subscribe this channel, like and comment this video, and share with your friends. I'll see you in the next video.